guys, welcome back to the shop. It is a steamy June day here in the shop, and I've got the shop doors open, hopefully getting some non-existent breeze blowing through here. I can see the corn growing out there. The corn loves this weather. Me, not so much. I'm getting a little sweaty. But today, that's not the topic. Today, the topic, as I'm sure you have guessed, is electrical meters. Specifically, today we're going to talk about non-contact voltage testers. And the good people over at Kaiweets have sent me over this KTL01 non-contact voltage tester, and they've asked me to talk to you about it. They provided it to me free of charge. The only exchange was they said, please just make a video about it. Give us your opinions. They did not put any restrictions on it, so I'm going to give you all of my thoughts, good, bad, and ugly. And I'm also going to compare it to a couple other non-contact voltage testers I own, and we're going to see how it rates. So stick around. I'm going to bring the camera in closer. We're going to unbox it and start talking about it. Okay, they shipped it to me from Amazon. This is the box it comes in. Pretty simple, white, black, and red. Neat little box. It says manufactured Shenzhen Wanhei Innovation Technology Company Limited. Personally, I have not heard of Kaiweets until a couple weeks ago when they emailed me and asked me to do this video. So I thought I'd give it a shot. Here's the box. It says voltage range AC 12 to 1000 volts, 50-60 hertz. Sensitivity range high 12 to 1000 volts, low 70 to 1000 volts. So if you're working on low voltage stuff like in your car, 12 volts. But if you want to work on stuff in your house in the US, we use usually 120 or sometimes 240. So that'll fall in that 70 to 1000 volt range. Safety rating, Cat 4, 1000 volts. Uses two 1.5 volt AAA batteries. Operating temperatures, negative 10 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius. So that's basically below freezing to really, really hot. Any environment you're going to be working in, feel comfortable in, it's going to work. Oh, got it upside down. So I'm going to hold this up if you want to read. Hopefully it'll focus. There you go. If you want to read those specs, it's even got the model number and everything like that. You can get this off of Amazon. I'm going to provide a link down in the description. If you order from them or use that link, you're going to get it right now for $16.99, which is a pretty good price for a non-contact voltage tester. I know the Flukes, which I have a Fluke, but it kind of walked off, I think. But those run from 30 to 35 bucks for the same specs. So let's open up the box, see what it comes with. All right, it comes with batteries and instructions. So you get the tester, the batteries, the instructions. I'm not sure how much they can say about it. It's a pretty simple device. It tells you how to turn it on and off, that kind of stuff. And then the first page, first 2 or 3 pages are in English, and then it goes to, I'm assuming that's German. And it's also got Spanish, French. So no matter what European language you speak, you're going to be able to read the instructions. All right, let's get the batteries in this sucker and we're going to test it out. Okay, so I've got the batteries in it. I got it out of the plastic. Pretty simple. This cap just unscrews. Batteries go in there. It's got a really nice pocket clip, really nice thick pocket clip, man. And if you look at comparison in size, there's the Milwaukee. This is the Milwaukee, which one is this? Catalog number 2202-20. This is also a Cat 4 1000 volt, sensitivity range 50 to 1000. So this one doesn't have a lower range. This one has 12 to 1000 or 70 to 1000. But you can see the Kaiweets is quite larger, but also, let me turn it on. It has an LED screen on it, whereas the Milwaukee only has a little light, a little check light there. So I'm going to compare that. I also have the Southwire here. The Southwire has dual range 24 to 600 and 100 to 600. So it doesn't have quite the range of the Kaiweets, which is 12 to 1000 or 70 to 1000. This one's only 24 to 600 or 100 to 600. So let's turn all of them on. Right now, this one is in the 100 volt range. We're going to turn on the Milwaukee. See, that's all you get. You get that little green light, and it's got that little flashlight at the front. This one has, the Southwire has a flashlight at the back. It only has a momentary switch though, it doesn't stay on. So you got to turn that on, I don't know, plus or minus, you be the judge. The Kaiweets has a flashlight on the front. Oh, you got to hit the right button. There are 3 buttons, that's a nice bright flashlight. Look at the difference. Yeah, pretty good. And that is the flashlight on the front of the Milwaukee. The Milwaukee is always on. You can't turn it off. If the power's on, it's on. The thing about Southwire, strangely enough, the flashlight is not on the working end. So if you want to see what you're doing, the flashlight's going to be shining in your face. So that's kind of weird. Whereas on this one, flashlight is going to be pointed at your work. I'm going to turn that off, save some batteries. So first, we're going to test it out with the Southwire. Okay. Southwire seems to be picking up. That's in the low voltage. I'm sorry, that's the high voltage range, 100 volt plus. I'm going to put this one also. The way you adjust it, you've got a sensitivity button here. If you see at the top, it'll change from 12 to 70 right there. See, it's going back and forth. Okay, so we're going to put it on 70 and see, it's not picking up close spot. Oh, I got a bug. I told you, it's a spring day here. Let's put it right in the power. Oh, there it goes. I'll put it this way so you can see it. It's reading 99%. Over here, it's picking it up. That's reading 21%. Right here, nothing. But if you lower the sensitivity to 12 volt, it's picking that up all day long. Still, stick it in there, it's picking it up. There's that. Let me try this one on the, this one, yep, it's still on 100 volt. It picks it up. So it's even on 100 volt, it's pretty sensitive. I'm gonna put it on the 24 volt. It picks it up way over there. Let's see if this one's on 12 volt. Yeah, they pick it up about the same range. So that's pretty cool. Let's see, turn it off, voltage gone, turn on, voltage back. Milwaukee, remember this one's 50 to 1,000. Same thing. So they all pretty much work the same. Let's put in another scenario, try that out. Okay, here we are at the light switch for the shop. We're gonna try with the Milwaukee. It's picking it up on right on the switch, but that's about it. The Southwire, this is in 100 volt mode. Yep, we're getting it, but only in the vicinity of the switch, which, you know, it's got a light in it, so that's probably why it's picking that up. And here we have the Kaiweets. I'm going to put that on the 70 volt mode. I don't know if you can tell, but 70 volt, it's not picking anything up there. I'm going to switch it over to the 12 volt mode, 12 volt, and yep, it's picking up, which that little light switch, that little light inside the switch there, probably very low voltage. So yeah, we're looking good. Now, let's take that cover off and poke around inside, see what happens. Okay, light switch is off. All right, there's the hot wire. It's picking it up on the hot wire. Nothing on the neutral, nothing on this side. Okay. Now we'll do the south wire. Of course, picks up the hot, nothing on the neutral. Same thing for Kaiweets. Hot, nothing on the neutral. Now let's flip the lights on, try it again. Hot, neutral, because of course power's flowing through it. Same deal. Tell you what, I think all three of these work, and for the price, I'm gonna break it down for you in just a second. Let me button this up and we'll go over to the bench and talk a little bit more about it. Okay, final thoughts. As far as performance, they all worked. I mean, there was voltage, they picked it up. You can see, oh, you gotta turn it on first, but there's voltage there. It's telling you there's voltage. That's what you want. I'm gonna try this again. Turn it off, no voltage. It's telling you there's no voltage. So yeah, they work. Price-wise, the Milwaukee is gonna run you about 25 bucks, and it's only a single range, 50 to 1,000. The Southwire is gonna run you about 30 to 35 bucks, depending on where you pick it up. It has dual range, but it only goes up to 600 volts. I'm not sure if that 1,000 volt range is important to you, because I mean, if I'm picking up 600, I think I know I'm good. If there's 1,000 volts there, 600 is enough to tell me that it's hot. So is that extra 400 volts necessary? I doubt it. I do like the fact that the flashlight is only on when you want it on, and it's on the business end of the tool, unlike Southwire, where the flashlight is momentary. It's only got a momentary switch, and it's not on the end of the tool that you're using. So you find the wire if it's in the dark and you want to test it, well, you can't see it anymore because you're flipping it around and now you're shining the light in your face. Kind of weird. The Milwaukee, once you turn it on, the flashlight is on. There is no option to turn the flashlight off. So if you don't need the flashlight, you're burning batteries. Need it though, it's at least pointing in the direction that you're working. So that's something to think about. So like I said, the Milwaukee is gonna run you about 25 bucks. The Southwire 30 to 35. Kaiweets, right now on Amazon, if you use my link, you're gonna be able to pick it up for $16.99. It's normally $19.99. So if you need a voltage tester, this one, it's heavy duty. The plastic feels great. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be disappointed. All three of them made in China. All three of them run on two AAA batteries, and all three of them seem to work equally well. If you need a non-contact voltage tester, check out Amazon, check out Kaiweets. Use my link in the description. Help support the channel. Appreciate it. Until next time, guys, ramble on.